Previously on My Hero Academia, the battle against Shigaraki rages on, as Shigaraki's weird Akira whatever powers have been decimating everyone, even managing to critically injure Bakugo. And thus, with most of the other major heroes down, the big three stand ready to go on the attack. One more offensive to hopefully deal with Shigaraki, potentially until Deku arrives on the scene. Can they manage to overcome this big bad boss, or are there days before graduation number? Join me as I find out, won't you? Shigaraki is right on top of Bakugo, grinding his face into the dirt, saying, "Izuku Midoriya was supposed to be here, right? So he's bound to show up soon, And Shigaraki's just continuing to produce more and more fingers. On that note, having my quirk erased right now is a blessing in disguise. My Hero Academia number 360. Despite it all, Bakugo brings up all his weaponry towards Shigaraki, saying, "Shut up!" But before Bakugo can even fire, Shigaraki lifts Bakugo up by his hair with his feet, launching him up into the air. He grabs him with his one free hand that isn't mutating and smashes off Bakugo's gauntlet with his foot in one swift motion. That is insane. Bakugo's weaponry launches into the air uselessly, all in the same time that Shigaraki's foot comes down, as he continues on saying, "'Cause your corpse will be left intact." And as he chokes out Bakugo, he says, "Remember his sheer fury when I poked you full of holes last time? Yeah, he'll have a lovely present waiting when he arrives." Shigaraki's hand starts to mutate and grow, covering Bakugo's entire mouth as Shigaraki continues, "You once said you've always admired All Might's triumph. Well, it's time for a reality check. Katsuki Bakugo." Shigaraki's planning to just crush Bakugo's entire body. For a second, it almost looked like he already did it. But he says, "No matter the heights you reach, you'll never be more than Izuku Midoriya's hanger-on. A minnow in one for all's wake." Bakugo's just shocked at that thought. But in comes Nejire with her Nejire wave. Pike! She forms a spear of energy directed towards Shigaraki. But Shigaraki sees it coming, smiles, and puts Bakugo right in the way of the attack. Nejire redirects her attack just out of the way, keeping it from hitting Bakugo. However, as Shigaraki's preoccupied with Hado, he's stung by something from behind. It's Sun Eater, using his ability Vast Hybrid, Octopus, Mirage, plus Scorpius Toxin. So he used his the Scorpion ability to poison Shigaraki, and using the octopus to mask his presence. And Sun Eater says eating bugs is all the rage these days. Ew. Shigaraki turns to Sun Eater and says, "Oh, venom." And then a mouth forms on Shigaraki's side and just vomits up the venom as he says, "Pathetic." Oh, Jesus! And just this mass of fingers and teeth just comes erupting out of the ground towards Sun Eater. Jesus! As Shigaraki just laughs, "My body continues to adapt. Scurry away like insects. Nothing can bring me down." Meanwhile, Lumillion manages to use his phasing ability to come in and grab Bakugo, and he tosses him out of harm's way as he cries out, "Genus!" And Genus's rope comes in and just catches Bakugo. Mirio readies himself and says, "Here we go." God, this is a showdown I never thought I'd see, but I'm glad to see it. Because he's the ultimate kind of counter to Shigaraki. He can't be touched. Shigaraki turns to Lumillion and says, "I remember your stupid face from Jaku." And Lumillion says, "The name's Lumillion. I'm a hero on messenger and bodyguard duty. Count on me to fight off any other villains who might crash our party, and to spread intel around without delay. They needed someone quick and mobile here, and that's me. That's why he wasn't immediately in the offensive. As Lemillion just dodges all of Shigaraki's attacks, he says, "So, why do you destroy?" And Shigaraki just says matter-of-factly, "Because the current framework has failed." Meanwhile, Hado is monitoring things from the sky, and then she spots Shigaraki. She thinks, there he is. She sends out the attack. It seems to wrap itself around Lemillion's fist as Lemillion goes in against Shigaraki and says, "Oh, I get it. You've never had any friends." Shigaraki just like, huh? Meanwhile, while Shigaraki's having this existential crisis, he thinks to himself, I can get in close, sure, but on my own, I can't deal hard-hitting damage. That's why I gotta escort Hado's energy wave to point-blank range. I didn't think that was a thing you could do. And Lemillion continues to shout at Shigaraki, "Otherwise you'd realize there's plenty worth keeping around," as he just smashes into Shigaraki with Hado's energy attack, while at the same time phasing through every attack that Shigaraki sends his way. Man, I didn't even think about that, like the ultimate counter. While Lemillion thinks to himself, until Midoriya shows up, I'll keep Shigaraki on the ropes. Meanwhile, Genis has gotten Bakugo to safety, as he says, "Allow me to suture your right arm, Dynamite. No delay. We still have need of your firepower." But Bakugo, he's really taking what Shigaraki said to him really hard. You don't see his face, but you can tell that there's tears streaming from his eyes. One time we really need Bakugo's ego. Come on, man, you gotta get it together, Bakugo. This ain't the time for that existential crisis. Alright, Genis turns to Bakugo and tenderly says, "Your arm. Please, we'll figure something out later. This foe is beyond any of us. He's surpassed all expectations. We're well past the point of exploiting your previous encounters with Shigaraki. That was a stellar showing. You've done enough." Bakugo says, right side. He's watching the fight between Lemillion and Shigaraki. Well, Shigaraki and the big three, honestly. He says, finger, faint. He's muttering something to himself. Genis thinks, even now, this boy, despite everything, he's still... Is it that Bakugo is just still analyzing the battle? Still thinking of ways to win? Is that it? Man, this chapter felt really short. Even though a good amount happened, he's still thinking about the battle even though he's battered and broken. But that feels what we're leading up to. Bakugo is... He's thinking of what to do for, like, the next level. How to go further beyond. Because it's not like Bakugo to just give up. I can't see him just giving up. For the final battle to come and Bakugo is just defeated and that's it? No. No. But I'm wondering, what could he possibly do? And will it have to be a tag team with Midoriya? Because, come on. I feel that it's gonna have to be a moment where Bakugo gets past his ego, and it's both Bakugo and Izuku who deal the finishing blow. But this was pretty cool. Like, Shigaraki really met his match with Lemillion. But man, Horikoshi is just going wild with all the insanity coming out of Shigaraki. And that's with his ability nullified. Just think, if his decay was working with all of this shit going on, it would be like nothing but death and destruction every which way. And Shigaraki has just been too ruthless. It's amazing. Like, Horikoshi is just... He always seems to be having the most fun when he's just having Shigaraki go balls to the wall nutso freako. And I really am enjoying it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. What do you think is going to happen next? When do you think Deku will arrive? How much more destruction will be wrought before then? How long will the big three manage to hold out? Because I think ultimately Shigaraki just has too much endurance for them to deal any real, like, fatal blow to him. I mean, Lemillion's the only one who can really get close, and he can only do so much damage at that. Shigaraki just seems to have a counter for everything that comes his way. But Bakugo's got something up his sleeves, and it's only a matter of time before maybe we find out what he manages to figure out. But again, like, comment, subscribe, bell, all that good YouTube stuff, and until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I hope to see you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye!